Hi, my name is Stephanie Winzenberger, and I'm a graduate dietetics student at Eastern Illinois University. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a simple recipe called creamed eggs. This is something that my mom used to make for me when I was little, and it's really delicious and really filling. So first, I'm going to start melting 1 tablespoon of butter in this medium saucepan. And just level it off a little bit, and then put it into your pan. And this was actually the same pan that I used to boil my eggs in earlier, so you really only need 1 pan for this. So you can just take your spoon and kind of mix it up a little bit. Alright, while that's melting, I'll just talk a little bit about the eggs. Eggs are really important because they provide the highest quality protein of any food. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids, which help your body with its normal daily processes. And it can also help build muscle strength, and it can help with brain function. So I also have some eggs here. I boiled them and chopped them up. And to boil eggs, all you have to do is put them in a pan and cover them with water. And then turn it on high. And once the water starts boiling, set your timer for 10 minutes. And when the 10 minutes is over, dump out the hot water and fill it back up with cold water, and then put ice in the water. And that helps stop the cooking process so your eggs don't get hard. So I just peeled the eggs and chopped them up, so I have them here, and it was 4 eggs. If you have a big family, you can always put in more eggs, so this recipe is really easy for larger families too. So I have my butter melting, and now I'm going to add some flour. All you need is 1 tablespoon of flour. So I have this regular tablespoon, and you can just kind of level it off like this, and then you just put it into your pan, and you can stir it up with a whisk. So while this is cooking, you'll just let it cook just a couple minutes so that the flour isn't raw anymore, and it will have a nutty smell to it once it's ready. And so eggs only have 70 calories in a large egg and 6 grams of protein, and that's 12% of your daily recommendation for protein. So they're a really easy way to get some protein into your diet. So this flour is cooking up nicely, so I'm going to add a cup of milk. And I use skim milk here, but you could use any kind of milk that you want to. And just pour it in slowly and whisk while you're pouring, so that lumps don't form from your flour. And then you just let that cook a little bit, and it will thicken up to make your sauce for your creamed eggs. So while that's mixing, I will talk about egg whites. And a lot of people have heard that you're not supposed to eat the egg yolk because it has a lot of cholesterol in it. And there is cholesterol in the egg yolks, but the yolks also contain half of the protein in the egg. And they contain choline, which is good for brain function, especially if you're pregnant. You want to eat choline to help the fetus brain develop. And the yolks also add a lot of the flavor to the egg. But if you're on a low cholesterol diet, you can always leave out the yolks. They sell cartons of just egg whites at the store. It's probably more expensive, and I don't think that it's included in the WIC. It's a WIC food. But you can always separate the whites from the yolks. So while this is cooking, it's getting a little thicker, I have a piece of whole wheat bread here. And how I serve this is, once this is finished, I put it on top of the bread that I've toasted. And you want it to be 100% whole wheat bread because that has more fiber and it's heart healthy. So now my sauce is thickened a little. You can add some salt to this also. Just add a little sprinkle or two. Just gives it a little more flavor. Alright, so this is getting thicker now, so I will add my eggs. So then you just stir in your eggs with the spoon that you used earlier. And then you will let this heat through. Get all of them in there. And And the egg yolks will also help add to the thickness of the sauce. Okay, so just give this a stir, and it'll continue to thicken up. Alright, and then you can get your bread ready to serve. This will serve 4 people on 4 pieces of toast. But if you add more eggs, and then you could easily double the recipe. You could use 8 eggs and then use 2 tablespoons each of butter and flour. So it's really easily adaptable to bigger families. And the sauce will be fine left over if you had a smaller family and you want to heat it up for the next day. This looks about ready. It's getting nice and thick for us. And then all you have to do is spoon it onto your bread. So just give it a little spoon, however much you want on there. And then we'll just put a little bit on there. And then I like to sprinkle it with black pepper. But you can always skip this step if you don't like pepper. And there you go. There's your creamed eggs. So if you want more information about eggs in general, you can go to the website incredibleegg.org. And if you want more information about the WIC program and the WIC foods that are included, you can go to fns.usda/gov/WIC, W-I-C. Once again, my name is Stephanie Winzenberger. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.